In a stunning development in court for the General Flynn case, Judge Sullivan has unsealed documents from Flynn's new lawyer, Sidney Powell, which are sending waves throughout D.C. According to defense counsel, the government may have material documents that exonerate Flynn, as well as indicate many aspects of the FBI's investigation of the general. It's now been revealed that Joseph Mifsud may have spied on General Flynn for the FBI at an RT dinner in Moscow 2015. In addition, Powell is requesting the transcript of the phone call between Flynn and the Russian ambassador, as well as phone records between Obama Intel chief James Clapper and a Washington Post reporter who leaked the classified transcript of the Flynn call. One American News spoke to former CIA officer Brad Johnson to discuss memos written by the FBI in early 2017, which actually exonerate Flynn of being a Russian agent.
The motive then behind the prosecution of Flynn, General Flynn, means that it was political in nature. But look at the judge as a man. What the man did, not in a legal sense, was push this guy's buttons as much as he could as a patriot of the United States, which General Flynn is. And he did that with the objective of trying to get General Flynn to not accept the plea bargain deal. And the reason he did that, he stated quite clearly at the end of it. He said, I have never convicted an innocent man of crimes, and I don't plan to start now. I think this is turning the page in that case, and it looks like General Flynn is possibly headed to exoneration on this.
Doesn't it just make sense that these agents who would be investigating Flynn would have written some analysis as they were going along, which has never been provided and was not included from the Mueller report?
So the impressions of these FBI agents that did the interviews were recorded all along. Now those, as we all knew, were not produced at any time during this plea agreement, and these are part of the new evidence that's being supplied showing that these FBI agents thought General Flynn was being fully truthful all throughout the process.
Not only that, but we're actually told that, so we've seen one, of course, written by Peter Strzok, the very infamous Peter Strzok, who interviewed Flynn.
Yes.
I really want to make sure that people understand that it was Peter Strzok whose report is the one that we eventually saw. The second report, the agent was in there, Joe Pinka. The FBI says they can't find that 302 report.
Those reports exist. They get made into an electronic report, so it's in the system somewhere.
How often does the FBI investigate the National Security Advisor of the President of the United States and then lose the report thereafter, of the summary thereafter?
I've got to say this is uncharted territory all across the board. A lot of this is just new. It's an unfortunate readout on what we've come to in our society, that this has gotten so political that the legal system cannot necessarily be trusted.
No, and certainly we've seen the criminal referral already from McCabe.
Yep.
We know that Peter Strzok, his text messages, his history, his involvement with all of this, going back to the Hillary emails,
Yep.
is absolutely under investigation at the Durham level.
Yep.
Do you think, though, that that Barr will be willing at some point to kind of pull that trigger and actually take action on them?
But I think so far he's standing up to it, and as we get to these more serious legal issues, I think that's where you'll see him take action. So at least so far I'm a believer. If he does not, where some of these things are clearly abuses of our justice system, if he does not take action, I think we're going to see some very serious political repercussions.
Hopefully General Flynn does receive justice. Brad Johnson, thank you so much for being on with us.
Jack, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.